Good afternoon, students. In this video, I will explain again kinematics for the screening syllabus. Okay, listen carefully. Kinematics. Okay, kinematics is the branch of physics. Kinematics is the branch of physics. Branch of physics. Okay, which deals with the motion of the bodies. Which deals with the motion of the bodies. Motion of the bodies without considering cause of motion. Without considering cause of motion is called kinematics. Listen once again. Kinematics is the branch of physics which deals with the motion of the bodies without considering the cause of motion is called kinematics. Okay. Now rest. Rest means if a body does not change its position with respect to surroundings. If a body does not change its position with respect to surroundings is called rest. For example, our school building in the rest. Okay. Okay. Now motion. Motion means the body change its position with respect to surroundings is called motion. Rest means if the body does not change its position with respect to surroundings is called rest. Motion means the body change its position with respect to surroundings is called motion. Here rest and motion are both are related terms. Here rest and motion are related terms. Relative terms. For example, we are in moving bus. We are in moving bus. Now we are compared to surroundings. You or me, anyone in the moving bus. For example, you and your mother or father are moving bus. Okay, now your father compared to you or your mother in rest. In rest. Okay, but you and your father compared to surroundings. Compared to surroundings, we are in motion. Okay, the object is same, the person is same. Compared to surroundings, we are in motion. Compared to you or driver position or your mother position, we are in rest. So that's why these two are relative terms. That's why these two are relative terms. Okay, next one, distance. Distance. So distance means the length of the path traveled by the body is called distance. Distance means the length of the path. The length of the path traveled by the moving body is called distance. So distance is a scalar quantity. Distance is a scalar quantity. So first of all, what is meant by scalar quantity? Scalar means a physical quantity which has only magnitude. Only magnitude without direction. Without direction. That is called a scalar quantity. A physical quantity which has only magnitude without direction is called a scalar. Vector means a physical quantity. A physical quantity which has both magnitude and direction. Both magnitude and direction. A physical quantity which has both magnitude and direction is called a vector. Scalar means a physical quantity which has only magnitude without direction is called a scalar quantity. Okay, distance is a scalar quantity. Distance means the length of the path. The length of the path traveled by the moving body is called distance. Distance is a scalar quantity. So distance is indicated indicated with the letter S. Letter S. So distance is always positive. Distance is always positive. If the body in the motion, the distance is always positive. It is not equal to 0 if the body in the motion. In the motion, the body. So distance of a body is not equal to 0. It is always positive. It is a scalar quantity. Listen once again. Distance means the length of the path traveled by the body is called distance. Okay, distance is a scalar quantity. So distance is indicated with the letter S. It is always positive. It is not equal to 0 if the body in the motion. It is about to distance. It is about to distance. Now displacement. Displacement. The shortest distance is called displacement. Displacement means the shortest distance. The shortest distance between the initial and final point is called displacement. The shortest distance is called displacement. Displacement is a vector quantity. Displacement is a vector quantity. Okay. Next one. It is indicated with the letter S bar. Here bar indicates it is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. So displacement may be positive, negative, and sometimes it is equal to 0 also. Okay, it may be positive, negative, and 0. It is a scalar vector quantity. It is indicated with the letter S bar. It may be positive, negative, and 0. Okay, it is about displacement. Displacement is a vector quantity because of the body. Displacement exists with magnitude and direction. Okay, it is, for example, listen. If a body is moving from A to B, again B to C. So here A, B, C. Okay, ma'am. So here A to B equal to 4 meters or 3 meters. 3 meters and B to C equal to 4 meters. Then find the distance and the displacement. So what is meant by distance? The length of the path is called distance. Means length of the path means here distance is equal to distance S equal to here length of the path means here AB plus BC. So here AB equal to 3 meters and BC equal to 4 meters, that equal to 7 meters. Now displacement. What is meant by displacement? The shortest distance between the initial to the final, that is called displacement. It is the direction of the displacement. So here AC is the displacement. So according to Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to, it is a base, it is a opposite side. So AB square plus BC square. So here AC square means nothing but displacement. So here displacement square means AC square equal to AB equal to how much here? 3. 3 square 9 plus BC 4 square 16, that equal to 25. So AC square equal to 25. Therefore AC equal to 5 meters. Here AC equal to 5 meters. That means here displacement is equal to 5 meters and distance equal to how much? 7 meters. From these two cases we can explain here distance is more than displacement. Maximum distance is more than displacement. So here distance is greater than or equal to displacement. Okay, the distance is greater than or equal to displacement. The body maximum distance is more compared to displacement. Equal means the body is moving on a straight line. It is a straight line. The body is moving from A to B. Here distance and displacement both are equal. In this case only, here distance and displacement equal. In all the cases, distance is more compared to displacement. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Now, what is the ratio between distance and displacement? distance is distance by displacement. Magnitude of distance by displacement is greater than or equal to 1, or displacement by distance is less than or equal to 1. Important number. Note. What is the note here? Distance by displacement is greater than or equal to 1. Displacement by distance is less than or equal to 1. Okay. It is about to distance and displacement. If a body is moving in a straight line, distance and displacement both are equal. In which case, distance and displacement both are equal. In which case, if the body is moving in a straight line, distance and displacement both are equal. Now the body is moving in a circular path. The body is moving in a circular path. Yet displacement is 0. The body is moving from A is the starting point. The body is moving from A to A. It is a circular path now. So the body is moving in a circular path. Then distance is not equal to 0, but displacement is equal to 0. Displacement is equal to 0. Distance is not equal to 0. A body is moving in a circular path. Then distance is equal to n into 2 pi r. N into 2 pi r. Here n means number of revolvements. Number of revolves. How many times the body is moving on a circular path? That is n value. The body is moving on a circular path 3 times. That means here n equal to 3. N equal to 3. Then distance s equal to 3 into 2 pi r. That equal to 6 pi r. So here pi means that equal to 3.14 or 22 by 7. It is a constant value. R means here radius of the circle. Radius of the circle. Okay. The body is moving in a circular path. Distance equal to n into 2 pi r. It is the formula to find the distance. The body is moving on a circular path. Now whatever displacement, the body covers a displacement. The body is moving in a circular path 1 time, 3 times, 2 times, 1. Okay. So n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to infinity. Then displacement equal to 0. Displacement equal to 0. For a circle divided into 4 equal parts, the body is moving from A to B, C and D. Okay. The body is moving a circular path from A to B. So it is 1 by 4, it is 1 by 4, it is 1 by 4, it is 1 by 4. So your distance equal to, the body is moving from A to B. Here n equal to how much? 1 by 4. So distance s equal to n into 2 pi r. In the place of n, we can write 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 into 2 pi r. 1 c and 2's, that equal to pi r by 2. It is a distance. But displacement, the body is moving in a circular path 1 by 4. Then displacement equal to r into root 2. It is the formula. Listen, A to BM, it is O. It is the shortest path. It is the shortest path from the initial to the final. It is radius r. Here also radius r. It is radius r. Okay. So it is this diagram. The body is moving in a circular path. How many times here? 1 by 4 times. Now it is the diagram. Here radius r. Here also radius r. It is O. Okay. So here it is the displacement s bar. So here s bar equal to root of r square plus r square, that equal to 2r square. We can write here r into root 2. It is the displacement. The body is moving in a circular path. How many times here? 1 by 4 times, 3 by 4 times. The body is moving in a circular path. N equal here 1 by 4, 3 by 4, 5 by 4, 7 by 4. The denominator is 1 by 4. Okay. Then displacement equal to r into root 2. For example, the body is moving on a circular path from A to C. it is a half circle, semicircle. Then distance s equal to n into 2 pi r. In the place of n, we can write 1 by 4, 1 by 2, that equal to 2 into pi r. 2 to get cancelled, that equal to pi r is the distance. Now what about displacement here? Displacement, the body is moving as a semicircle. OA plus OC is the distance, that equal to S bar equal to 2r. It is the displacement. The body is moving in a circular path. 1 by 2 times 3 by 2, 5 by 2. Denominator is by 2. Then displacement equal to 2r. Denominator is by 4. Displacement equal to r into root 2. The body is moving in a circular path. Find the distance, that equal to n into 2 pi r. It is the about distance and displacement. It is about distance and displacement. Now I will explain one problem. Listen. A body completes one round of a circular radius r in 20 seconds. The displacement of the body after 5 seconds. The body takes 20 seconds to complete the one round. Okay, the body takes 20 seconds to complete one round of a circular radius r. Okay, a body takes a circular path. It is starting point. The body is moving in a circular path. To complete the one round, it takes 20 seconds. For 20 seconds, n equal how much here? 1 time. For 20 seconds, it complete the one round. Here 45 seconds is given. 45 seconds is given. How many times here? Revolving on the circular path. Then find the distance and the displacement. Listen once again. The body takes 20 seconds to complete the one round on a circular path. For 45 seconds, how many times it is revolving in a circular path? Then find the distance and the displacement. 45 seconds, we can write like this, that equal to 20 plus 5 seconds. Okay, for 20 seconds it completes one round. So the circle divided into 4 equal parts. How many times? How many seconds it takes to complete the one round here? 20 seconds means here 5 seconds, 5 seconds, here 5 seconds, here 5 seconds means here 1 by 4, 1 by 4, it is 1 by 4, it is 1 by 4 means for 5 seconds it completes the 1 by 4 rounds. So here 1 time, here 1 time plus 1 by 4 times. Okay, so here 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1 by 4. That equal to how much here? 8 plus 1, 9 by 4. So by 4, so here distance equal to distance equal to n into 2 pi r. That equal to n means 9 by 4. 9 by 4 into 2 pi r. Once here 2, that equal to 9 pi r by 2 is the distance. So here 9 pi r by 2 is the distance. So here denominator is 9 by 4. So for this condition, we know that displacement equal to r into root 2. For 1 by 4, 9 by 4 times, then displacement equal to r into root 2. So practice this type of models also. Okay. Okay, man. Next one more example. Okay, a man walks 4 towards north, then 3 towards east, and climbs a pole of 12 meters height. Then find the distance. For example, east, west, north, south. A man starts 4 meters towards north. 4 meters towards north. Okay, upward. Now 4 meters. Next one. 3 meters towards east. So this direction. 3 meters. Next 12 meters towards climbs up a pole. From here onwards, he climbs a pole that is equal to 12 meters. Then find the distance. A, B, C, D. Distance equal here AB plus BC plus CD. That is equal to 4 plus 3 plus 12. That is equal to 19 meters. That is equal to 19 meters. Okay. A body goes to 20 kilometers north and 10 kilometers east. Then find the displacement of the body. Sorry. A body goes 20 kilometers north. Upward 20 kilometers north. Okay. Next one. 10 kilometers east. 10 kilometers east. 10 kilometers east. Then find the displacement. What is meant by displacement? The shortest distance from initial to final. What is the initial point here? A is the initial point. So here A to B, A to C is the displacement. So here according to Pythagoras theorem, AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. That is equal to AC equal to displacement whole square. So AB equal to how much amount? 20. 20 whole square means 400 plus BC whole square, that is equal to 100. That is equal to 500 kilometers. Therefore, S bar equal to root 500 kilometers. So here displacement equal, we can write here 10 into root 5 kilometers. It is the displacement. It is the displacement. Okay. Next one. Speed and velocity. Speed means the rate of change of velocity. Speed, the rate of change of distance. The rate of change of distance with respect to time is called speed. Okay, speed is a scalar quantity. It is indicated with the letter S. So here speed equal to distance by time. Speed equal to distance by time. Okay, speed is indicated with the letter V. V equal to distance S by T. It is the formula to find the distance. Here formula to find the speed. Speed is a scalar quantity. Speed is a scalar quantity. So the essence of speed is distance is measured in meters, time is measured in seconds. That means here the SI unit of speed is meter per seconds. The CGS unit of speed is centimeter per seconds. Listen once again. Now listen. The distance means S and S are having the same units. Meters in SI, centimeters in CGS. Centimeters in CGS. Okay. Speed is a scalar. The SI unit of speed is meter per seconds. The CGS unit of speed is centimeter per seconds. Centimeter per seconds. It is also positive quantity. It is always positive. The body is in motion. So 1 meter per seconds. 1 kilometer per hour. That means we can write 1 kilometer by 1 hour equal to kilometer change into meters amma, that equal to 1000 meters. 1 hour change into seconds, that equal to 3600 seconds. 2 zeros it cancel, remain value 10 meters by 36 seconds. Here 2 table, 2 5s, 2 18s. That means here 1 kilometer per hour equal to 5 by 18 meter per seconds. Meter per seconds. It is a relation between SI and SI. Sorry, it is a relation between kilometer per hour and meter per seconds. Or we can write here 1 meter per seconds. 1 meter per seconds equal to 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. Don't forget, important. Okay, it is about speed, uniform speed and non-uniform speed. Listen once again. 1 kilometer per hour equal to 5 by 18 meter per seconds, or 1 meter per second equal to 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. Okay, man. Next, uniform speed. So uniform speed means if a body covers equal distance in a equal interval of time. So uniform speed. Uniform speed. If a body covers equal distance in a equal interval of time is called a uniform speed. For example, the body covers 10 meters in 2 seconds, 20 meters in 4 seconds, and 40 meters in 6 seconds. So here distance difference equal to 10 meters. Here time difference equal to 2 seconds. Here also 30 meters. Here also 10 meters. Here also 2 seconds. The body covers equal distance in equal interval of 10 meters 2 seconds. Here also 10 meters in 2 seconds. Here also 10 meters in 2 seconds. The body covers equal distance in equal interval of time is called uniform speed. So non-uniform speed. Non-uniform speed means if a body covers equal distance in unequal interval of time. In unequal interval of time, 10 minutes, the body takes 2 seconds. Here 5 seconds. Here 10 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds are 11 seconds. So time difference, distance is same. The body covers equal distance with different time intervals. Okay, the body covers equal distance in unequal intervals of time, or the body covers unequal distance in equal interval of time. Okay, or unequal distance in unequal interval of time. It is about uniform and non-uniform speed. Now average speed. Average speed means the total distance by total time. Average speed means here total distance by total time. Okay, average speed. Average speed means total distance by total time. Here average speed equal to total distance by total time. So average speed equal to total distance by total time. We have different cases to find the average speed. For example, if a body covers S1 distance in T1 time, S2 distance in T2 time, and S3 distance in T3 time, then find the average speed. So average speed means here total distance equal to here S1 plus S2 plus S3, and total time T equal to here T1 plus T2 plus T3. Then average speed V average equal to total distance by total time, that equal to S1 plus S2 plus S3 by T1 plus T2 plus T3. It is the average speed if distance and time is given. In second case, speed is given without distance. In second case, only V1 and V2 is given and V3 also is given, then find the average speed. So average speed means here total distance by total time. So here speed equal to distance by time. Speed equal to distance by time. So from this we can write here distance equal to speed into t. Speed into t. Therefore here S1 equal to V1 into T1 and S2 equal to V2 into T2 and S3 equal to V3 into T3. Therefore total distance, total time equal to T1 plus T2 plus T3. Total distance is equal to how much amount? S1 plus S2 plus S3. Therefore average speed equal to total distance by total time, that equal to S1 plus S2 plus S3 by T1 plus T2 plus T3. But here S1 equal to how much? V1 into T1, S2 equal to V2 into T2 and S3 equal to V3 into 3. Okay, therefore V average equal to here V1 into T1 plus S1 equal to how much? V1 into T1. So here V2 into T2 and V3 into T3 by T1 plus T2 plus T3. If without distance, only speed and time is given. Speed and time is given. To find the average speed equal to, we can use this formula, that equal to V1 into T1 plus V2 into T2 plus T3 into V3 into T3 by T1 plus T2 plus T3 is given. Remember, average speed means total distance by total time. It is the formula. Okay, it is a case number 2. If a body covers two equal distance, then average speed equal to, if a body covers two equal distance with two different speeds. The body covers two equal distance. That means here the first half of the distance means S by 2 is moving with V1 and the next half of the speed of the distance with V2. Listen, a body covers two equal distances with two different speeds. That means here first half of the distance with V1, next half of the distance with V2. The body is moving with a speed V1 in first half of the distance. Next the body covers next half of the distance with V2 speed. Then find the average speed. Here average speed equal to V average speed equal to 2V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. It is the average speed formula. If the body covers two equal distances with two different speeds, then average speed equal to 2V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. If the body covers three equal distances with three different speeds, then average speed equal to first 1/3 distance with V1, next 1/3 distance with V2, and the remaining 1/3 means here S by 3 distance with V3. Then find average speed. V average speed equal to 3 into V1 V2 V3 by V1 into V2 plus V2 into V3 plus here V1 into V3. It is the average speed. The body covers two equal distance with two different speeds, then average speed equal to V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. The body covers three equal distances with three different speeds, then average speed equal to 3 V1 V2 V3 by V1 into V2 plus V2 into V3 plus V1 into V3. And next one, the body covers the body is moving with different speeds in equal interval of time, two equal interval of time. Then average speed equal to formula is V1 plus V2 by 2. Okay, if a body covers V1 speed in t by 2 time or t time, next V2 in t time. So here time is equal, time 2 equal to time with different speeds. Then average speed equal to v1 plus v2 by 2. It is the average speed. It is the v average if body is moving with two different speeds in 2 equal interval of time. The body is moving with three different speeds in 3 equal intervals of time. v1, v2, v3. Take. Okay. Then average speed equal to here also v average equal to v1 plus v2 plus v3 by t1 by 3. It is the average speed. Okay, it is about to average speed formulas. These are the formulas to find the average speed in different cases. Okay, thank you.